Stay tuned for a super special Art Zone Spectacular.
Oh crap! The opening night of the 2016 Seattle International Film Festival is about to start in 15 minutes, and I still haven't figured out where all the 450 films are going to play. The Egyptian, SIFF Film Center, Cinerama. Oh, I'm so confused. There's too many choices. I need help! Help! Help!
Okay, we need to go through the budget here.
Yes.
So let's begin.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor, but I have to go plug my meter.
Okay, hurry back. We need to fix traffic.
Right away, sir.
This sounds like a job for Capable Woman!
It's time for the adventures of Capable Woman, the new superhero who isn't new exactly. It's just that she's finally broken through the male-dominated superhero power structure and is just now getting the recognition that is so rightly hers. Capable Woman!
Who are you?
Whenever a man is in trouble and his male ego is threatened by his own incompetence, I'm here to help.
Yeah, but what?
We don't have much time. Quick, hand me that plastic box of push pins. Done.
Wow! Thanks, Capable Woman. My male ego's still intact, and no one needs to know I couldn't do it myself.
That's my mission, Mr. Spence. Have a great festival.
Thank you. Oh, just one more thing, Capable Woman.
What's that?
What should I wear for opening night?
Oh, definitely the blue. It brings out your golden complexion.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Capable Woman!
Wonder Woman may have big boobs, but she doesn't know jack about scheduling SIFF.
Hey, you're on.
What?
You're on.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our special coverage of the 42nd Annual Seattle International Film Festival. I'm Nancy Guppy, and we are at McCaw Hall for the opening night festivities and the opening night film Cafe Society. Now, we're gonna chat up filmmakers on the ruby red carpet, capture the glitzy glamour of Northwest fashion, try to shove our way into the VIP lounge, rifle through bags of swag, and most important, highlight films that you won't want to miss. So sit back, relax, put your feet up, and enjoy this taste of SIFF 2016. Hello, come closer, come hither. I am so...
We're Heather, I'm Kathleen.
Kathleen
Nice to meet
and Kim, Detective Kim. Get in closer, you guys.
All right.
Okay, your film is spectacular.
My name is Kim Bogucki, and I am a Seattle Police Detective. Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody. Apparently that's already happened. What I'm here to do is to try to figure out what it's going to take when you get out, if you're getting out, how to keep you out.
Who came up with the idea?
Well, it was a combination of Kim and the inmate Renata Abramson, who co-founded the project together. They collected the essays and brought them to me, and we went to the women themselves and said, we have these amazing answers. Kim, as a cop, had never experienced anything like this before.
You know, I'm in the community outreach unit right now, and I thought I had been doing community outreach, but what I had realized that I probably didn't get to know the populations as much as I should have that we wanted to work with. And so when I started hearing the stories of the women and realized, wow, they actually have the answers.
If someone had told me that the world actually needed me, then maybe I wouldn't have had to come to prison to get free.
I thought I was going to be finished in a year, 8 years ago. But as the project evolved and the stories evolved and the women started getting out, it made sense to have more of a story arc to follow, because not a lot of change happens inside those walls. So to get people outside and seeing the experience of reentry, but we also get to show through the writing workshop aspect to get a lot of different stories, a lot of different layers of experiences of why people end up where they do.
What do you need?
Make room for me.
We have room for you.
And congratulations on being in SIFF.
Thank
you. What an exciting,
Thank you. We're
exciting
excited to
thing
be
for you
here.
guys. Yeah.
This was our first choice to start it all off, so we're really happy to be
Oh,
here.
hey, high five.
High five.
Yes, and for you. Nice, you guys. Thank you so much. Danielle. This year, the queen of SIF, Miss Beth Barrett, everybody. Here she is. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So let's get down to brass tacks, girl.
Yes.
42nd year,
42nd.
400, how many films?
421.
421 films. Now, we always like to know from you a couple of favorites on the Beth Barrett must-see list. So what do you want to tell us first?
Well, since I am the queen
Yes.
of programming, let's go royal.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to start tomorrow off with Presenting Princess Shaw. And this is an amazing, amazing rags to riches story of a young woman, lives in New Orleans, making YouTube videos for her followers, all 84 of them.
Wow.
Until an Israeli producer, Kutiman, sees it and puts backing tracks to it and launches it, 1 million views.
Oh my God!
Okay, no, wait.
She's amazing.
This is a documentary.
It's a documentary, and she's going to be here. She's going to perform tonight, and she'll be at her screenings on Friday and Saturday.
Oh man,
She's an amazing woman.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
All right, number one. Number two.
Number 2 is the Queen of Ireland.
We got a lot of queen and
I know.
princess. Okay. Yeah.
Well, you know.
Well,
I mean-
well, like we said. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is a great doc about Rory O'Neill, who is a drag queen in Dublin who goes by the name of Panty and has been a leading proponent of LGBT rights in Ireland for decades.
Any soccer hooligan, any fascist, any murderer, any sex offender can get married, but you cannot. Let the gays get married and the sky will fall down. Get behind the campaign, do your bit.
And Panty is going to be in Seattle, and I could not be more excited to meet her.
So you get to meet her and
I get to
hang
meet her
out?
and hang out. Yeah.
Wow.
It's so exciting.
Well, and they're exciting for them too because they're getting to hang out with the queen.
Exactly. I'm
Beth
gonna wear my
Barrett, the
crown.
queen. Well, sweetie, it's great to see you.
It's
Have
great
a
to see you
great,
as always.
a great festival.
Thank
and
you.
Is there any kind of a sachet queen walk you want to do first to walk away?
Oh, well.
We'll do it. Yes. Yes. There she goes.
Hey guys, this is a video. Just leave your pants on.
Kate Dandel, so the director of Gold Balls. I've seen the trailer. I loved it.
Thank you.
How did you come up with to do a movie on this? How did you come up with this idea?
Well, I was introduced to the world through a family member, and once I went to a tournament and looked around, I just said, this is a story that has never been told, and it has to get out to the world because it's so inspiring.
I don't know. Tony had a heart attack at one of the tournaments.
The film is about 5 elite athletes who are competing to win a national championship in tennis, and the twist is they're all over age 80.
I want to keep going until I quit completely. It's coming up pretty soon. I'm 64, and there's no 65.
You mean 94? 94.
And then I just structured a story around the 4 national tournaments because there are 4 opportunities to win in this age category. So I shot it in the Northwest, I shot it in California, I shot it in the Northeast, and in Virginia Beach. So it was a logistical behemoth, but it was really fun.
I hate losing more than I like to win. That may sum it up.
They are driven to compete, and that's the thing that really connects these players because they all come from different walks of life, and they all had very different careers and different motivations, but they all just love to get their competitive fix on.
Well, it's really I can tell it's a delightful film. And congratulations on being in SIF. That's
Thank
a
you.
pretty darn big deal.
It's such an honor. I'm so delighted to share it with this hometown crowd. My whole crew is based in Seattle, and it's just a tremendous privilege to show it to this audience.
Your wife has great legs. Let's see them. Come here. Look at them. Good grief. Who are you wearing around that neck of yours? Vince, look at the shoes. I just have to tell you that we are admiring your facial hair.
Oh my gosh.
Nice suit.
Oh, thank you. Oh, hi.
Yeah, did you? who chose that for you? You just your own choice?
What should I wear for opening night?
Oh, definitely the blue. It brings out your golden complexion.
It's, I have a special shopper at Nordstrom.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, she did a really good job.
Yes, she did. How do you know it's a she?
Okay, so Sandy, say hello.
Hello.
So Sandy is all into virtual reality, and there's a big virtual reality film thing in this year's SIF, right?
Yes, SIFX.
SIFX, and
Yes.
this is your brainchild, your baby?
Yes, I've been collaborating with SIF on the whole thing.
So explain first virtual reality for people who don't quite grok it.
Well, what do you think? Essentially, virtual reality, most people understand as being something you play on a mobile phone and a headset, and that's part of it. But it's really all about immersive media, and it's about the notion of simulated reality that you can see in 360 degrees. And then there's augmented reality, which is when you're seeing your regular field of vision and there are added elements to it. But of course, mostly for artists, it's about an entirely new way to make content.
So when I put it on, I'm actually in the film.
Yes, you feel immersed and you feel weightless because you can see an entire world under you, over you, behind you. Yeah. But it's mostly a really intense sense of yourself inside whatever it is.
Okay.
You don't feel you're watching something controlled in front of you in a frame.
Right.
You're watching something that you're inside of. So a lot of filmmakers are excited to put themselves in an entirely new relationship to the subject.
Right.
So instead of framing out a person, the camera would be seeing everything. And the record of tonight would include people who are watching us talk about this. It kind of is exciting for some people, and other people see it as a dangerous end of the auteur or the director being able to control your eyes at all points.
Right.
So that, among other questions, are something that for 3.5 days we'll explore.
Right.
And the other thing is that the footage she's watching
Yep.
can also be seen in the big, huge Pacific Science Center laser dome.
That's where you're going to be showing
Yes.
stuff, right?
So we want the audience to be able to experience what Norm is experiencing, as well as footage
Laser.
all
Like a
around
laser
you.
lock.
SIFX, June 2nd through 5th.
SIFX, you want to check it out. Okay, you can take that out. Oh, don't. Just keep it on. You keep on. Wow, this is wild.
By the time I'm 50, I want to be legally a man. I want to have facial hair. I want to have lost weight, and I want to feel good.
So let's talk about the film, Finding Kim.
Yes.
It's quite a moving trailer. I haven't seen the whole film yet. So tell us about what the story.
So Finding Kim is the story of a friend of mine who decided to transition from female to male about 3 years ago, and within that we documented the process and sort of the trials, the tribulations, the happy moments, the sad moments, and what goes into that. And then along the way, we're able to capture interviews with trans luminaries of the community, and I'm hoping that it's something that can inform and educate people at the same time.
Was there moments when, like, I don't want to do this anymore?
We all had moments of that, yes, because I mean it's a documentary. Could you imagine like somebody doing a documentary about your personal life?
No.
No, and I as a friend and as a filmmaker, I constantly had to have that balance of when do I sort of, what role do I play and at what point. That's why I feel like Finding Kim is a good movie, is because I was able to be a friend and a filmmaker and tell his story in a way that nobody else could.
And is this the world premiere?
It is the world
At
premiere.
SIFF. That
yes.
is so how is that for you to be at SIFF world premiering this film?
It's kind of unreal in a way. I applied it to other festivals, and SIFF was the first one that actually wanted to show it. So thank you, SIFF. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
We're delighted that you've made the movie, very meaningful movie, and SIFF audiences are going to dig it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Take care.
It's you again.
Oh my God. Spencer Haywood, holy moly.
I was told as a kid, you're going to be the best cotton picker. Little did I know that these hands were for something else.
Isn't he something else?
Thank you.
Wow. Well, there's so much we could say. I think of you as the Sonic. You're the iconic Sonic player. I know you played in other teams, but I think
it's just
I think of you
Seattle,
as the Sonic.
Seattle Sonics, and going to the Supreme Court here in Seattle, where all of Seattle took this young boy who was 20 years old and raised him, held him in his arm when I cried at night, when I was fighting all the way to the Supreme Court. All of that took place right here. That's why we have to get a team back here, because we cannot lose that history. We have too much history here. Not just Sonic history, but basketball history and world history.
Right, because you left, was it the American basketball?
I left the American basketball
to go to NBA.
To the NBA, and you could not come unless you had finished 4 years of college or sit out for 4 years. And I broke that rule, and so that paved the way, not only for the players, but for the league when they wanted to expand, they had nowhere to pull. So once this rule was broken, they were able to go out and get players. So we expanded from 17 teams to 32 teams right through Seattle. That's our Seattle Sonic history. That's our history.
That is the history.
Yeah,
Are you happy with the film?
I'm just delighted with the film. I'm proud of this young man here who fished me out and said, well, let's do this. And he came through just like a champ he is. And he's like my brother.
Wow.
This is really special. And it's Seattle.
Right.
It's not like, we're not Hollywood and all of that.
Right,
this is
right.
Seattle.
This is Seattle. Well, we talked earlier, well, look at what he's wearing.
Isn't that sweet?
Isn't that so
Isn't that sweet?
I can't do
Spencer, I can't do that, but...
Well, you look fantastic.
Well, I got my shield on tonight.
Look at that. You got
the Hall of Fame
Hall
on,
of Fame.
And I got the ring on tonight.
Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at that ring.
It took me a lot of years to get this.
Everywhere he went, he was setting the stage.
Can something good come out of a place called Silver City? The name of that something good is Spencer Haywood.
Shelton Police, anyone there? We received a report of a disturbance.
Tell me about the movie.
The movie's called Paralytic. It is one of the 5 local narrative features in the festival, and it's about a contract killer that takes revenge on a drug cartel, and a small-town sheriff finds his body and a suicide note to try to figure out the mystery of what he was trying to do and what's left to be done to stop the cartel.
So how did you come up with the concept, the idea?
It was actually based on a short story.
Not from reality. Or your own life.
Thankfully not, yes. Not to spoil the ending, but yes. Based originally on a short story, and I thought of something that I could really expand and turn into something really compelling and suspenseful, and as well really showcase a lot of the wonderful locations here in the state to pretend that it's California and other locations, but really leverage Washington as well as we could.
So is this a world premiere, you guys?
June 3rd is our world premiere.
Oh my gosh! So that's a big dang deal.
Oh, it's an incredible feeling.
Is it feel? Well, how does it feel to be in SIF? Is that?
Well, and considering the entire cast and crew is local, it's a huge honor to be premiering here in our hometown, and alongside 14 other Made in Washington films that are just spectacular. So we are thrilled.
We love our Northwest filmmakers. What's your name?
Princess Shaw.
You're Princess Shaw? I already heard about you from Beth Barrett, for the director of the festival. She's freaking out about you. Aww. Well, you look beautiful. So nice to see you.
Thank you. It's nice to see you too.
So, how are you feeling about being at SIF? Wait,
That's how I'm feeling.
Can you get that whole move? Let's see that. That's you're happy to be at SIF.
I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited. I'm so humbled, and I feel blessed by this whole experience. And this is all new to me, but I'm rocking with it.
So tell me about the film.
The film is about reality, it's about me, it's about my life, my struggles, my music, and it's about how a song of mine, a composer from Israel, took a song of mine, original composition, and made it go viral. And it's like almost 3 million views now. And then a documentary came from that, and it just went out of control.
When did this start? I mean, when did this process start, this film being made?
I think 2 years ago.
My God. And who would have thought you'd be in Seattle, right?
I'm just like, I never thought, like, the places I've been, I couldn't imagine that I'd ever be there. But I am here, and I'm ready to rock.
You are rocking it. So I have to do a dance with you. Can I do a dance move? Show me that move. Okay, show me that move.
You gotta bend your knees.
Okay, bend my knees.
Bend your shoulders. More. There you go.
Oh, I'm so hip.
And you could stay still, yeah. You should stay here in Labu.
So what's the Northwest premiere?
That is called As You Are. It premiered at Sundance a couple months ago, but it's played nowhere else.
And you won an award there.
We did the Special Jury Award in the U.S. Dramatic Competition. So nobody's seen it outside of Park City, Utah.
What is the movie about?
It's a story of a couple of teenagers, and it's about their relationship and exploration of life and love and sexuality and drugs and just growing up in an early 90s environment with a bit of constraints and social norms kind of strapping them down and holding them down. And the story is told through a police investigation, so there's some dramatics that happen that I won't spoil for all of you.
Yeah, no spoiler alert.
That's right.
so we're going to head upstairs to talk with more filmmakers and mingle with the crowd. Dennis Phipps!
I'm really sorry about that. That was so unprofessional.
That was so not planned at all.
I'm sorry. Can we cut?
This is my brother Sean.
Or Sean Z, or Arthur Shanzarelli.
Rainbow Time.
Rainbow Time.
Is the film, and Linus has had numerous films at SIFF.
Yeah.
Tell us about this one.
Rainbow Time's a comedy. It's about this family who has a son with special needs. He's like mentally challenged.
And you play that character?
I play that guy, yeah. I worked with special needs kids for years, and it's kind of a composite of lots of kids I worked with. And anyway, so it's mainly about my character, Shanzi, and his brother, Todd, and their relationship. And Todd has done certain things to make Shanzi feel more normal, like show him some pornographic material that he made with his girlfriend. And then it kind of bites Todd in the ass because he's got this new girlfriend who's very, feminist and not into stuff like that. And Shanzi can't, keep it a secret. Don't worry, I'm still pretty cool.
Like the Fonz.
Hey.
Yes. Hey.
Does that say ah?
Oh my gosh.
It says ah.
No. It says hey.
I'm pretty sure it says ah.
What, because the H?
How does this one compare to everything else you've made up to this point? I mean, you've made a lot of films and a real variety of films.
Well, all my films, I think, are very personal. They're I'm a overshare filmmaker. I'm an overshare person. Yeah, TMI Filmmaking. That's my production company. But, it was much more disguised in ways, all the vulnerable kind of therapy type stuff. It was much more of a story. I feel like I learned how to write films in the last 6 years in between this and Bass Ackwards. You're very brave. I would not get into a car with this guy. He ran my head over.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Wow. Not even 2 minutes and you brought that up.
Yeah, I'm excited to show it to Seattle. I've been working on this character for years and working on the script when I was living here in Seattle, so it's nice to bring it back home.
More people just fell down.
What? But that wasn't a joke.
It's also a puppet.
Now do a big twirl. I'm here with Rick Stevenson. Hi, Rick.
Hi, Nancy.
And you are?
Kevin Clark.
I like that you have a last name. Okay, so the film that we're talking about at SIFF this year is?
It's called Darius.
Darius.
It's about a transgender youth here in Seattle.
Ice cream. I love that. I mean, I can't not eat it. It's like, I just can't not eat it.
It's a short. It's a part of a 6-hour documentary we've just finished called Millennials.
So Millennials is about what?
Millennials represents 15 years of work covering a group of children growing up in Seattle over those 15 years. We have 5,000 hours of footage. So
that gives me
Kevin is my story finder.
Well,
it's be impossible. He's done so much work.
Well, it's all in the edit. I mean, obviously.
It is.
So are you happy with the story? Are you happy with the film?
I am, because I think it's the only type it's the only film of its kind where they get to tell their story completely in their own words, without any judgment, without any editorial comment on our part.
I want to know if what I'm doing is like a sin, because if it is, then I'm going to hell. I don't know if I would stop being transgender, because it's not something you just stop doing, but I feel like I would definitely be a lot more, I would be really confused.
So it gives these kids a voice. Instead of for entertainment, it's using film for self-discovery.
I don't think I would want to be any other way.
Well.
Hi.
Megan Griffiths, so good to see you. Hi. Tell us about your newest film.
I made a film called The Night Stalker, which is about Richard Ramirez, who was a serial killer in 1985, Los Angeles. Growing up, I lived in Southern California, and so this was sort of an exploration of who he is as a human being instead of who he is as this sort of scary monster who I've always had in my life. And then I created a character, a fictional female protagonist who kind of goes toe-to-toe with him throughout the movie, and she has a parallel story that she grew up in Southern California. So it delves into a lot of sort of flashbacks to that era, but it takes place in 2013. There's things that people go through in childhood that can throw them off course, and he had about 6 of those things. None of that excuses his behavior and the kind of activities that he participated in, but it does sort of, it sheds a lot of light on it, and it helps me understand that human beings can go off course and that we all have sort of a responsibility to keep people on course and not create people like him.
Thank you.
Thank
Megan
you.
Griffiths, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Let me put the lights on, iron on. Hello, how are you? Can I help you?
25, 30 years we've been coming here.
Holding court is actually the right term. She holds court.
Sometimes I think this is like the neighborhood bar and grill minus the booze. You never know who you're going to meet or what conversation you can hear in here at any time.
To survive in this location, especially at this mall, all these years is a miracle in itself because everything upstairs is closed.
Maybe this week you and Anique can talk some more. Each year at the Mission, I make a mountain climbing team out of men and women in our addiction recovery programs.
I've gone through getting sober before, and it always leads to the same thing, so why should I try again? Mike Johnson came up and mentioned that they were getting the climbing team together. So I said, that's it, I'm climbing.
You just feel so different from everybody else. So I've just never done anything like this and never thought I could.
It's one way, it's up the mountain or it's down into the grave.
To me, it's just another obstacle. I'm not afraid.
Well, there you have it. The opening night film has begun and SIFF 2016 is off and running. So now it's time for you to plan your SIFF experience. So how do you do that? Well, just pick up this handy dandy guide or go onto the SIFF website, look over the over 400 films and pick a bunch or just a few and join your fellow film lovers in this 25-day cinematic extravaganza. So thanks so much for watching and we'll see you at the movies. Cheers. Someone else's wine, not mine.
We keep it rolling we keep it going. 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 We keep it rolling we keep it rolling we keep it rolling we keep it rolling we keep it rolling, keep it rolling, keep it rolling, keep it like the SIFF up. We keep it. Like the SIFF.
So this is a continuation of the red carpet experience. These are the red carpet swag bags. Is that right, Michelle? Yes. Right. Okay. So let's see here. What do we got here? Oh, mints. That's fine, whatever. Oh, chocolate vanilla swirl cookies. Can I try? Yeah, let's just see. Because, let me see here. It's a ball of vodka. It's vodka. Cookies and vodka. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is like dark chocolate dark chocolate popcorn. There's the plain popcorn, but then there's just chocolate covered. Oh, a shot glass if you don't want to drink it straight out of the bottle. Oh, it's tequila. Ow! Yay! Red Carpet Express. Oh, lip balm. You can never have too much lip balm. Oh, it's it's a special. It's a Washington State now legal lip balm. Okay.